Now, let's revisit an earlier story. Government intends to introduce two legislations to change the state of prisons in the country. Now, this includes a bill to amend the Criminal Procedure Act so that they can incorporate plea bargaining into the justice system. This move was revealed by Attorney General Godfred Yeboadame, who has been visiting the Jamestown prison here in Accra. Joseph Akable is with the team. He joins me now on the phone so we can learn some more. Joseph, tell us about this bill that is seeking to amend the Criminal Procedure Act.
And so, Kojo, we are told that the first cabinet has approved this particular bill, and the changes that it seeks to make to the Criminal Procedure Act is to allow for plea bargaining. So in the event that the state believes that someone has committed a crime and there is an opportunity for the person to make amends through a refund of money or to perform some other act, then the state will opt for that rather than spend resources by way of time and human resource efforts to prosecute that individual and have the individual end up in court, which sometimes ends up in prison and not really being beneficial to the state. And so that is what they are seeking to do. But it says that this will not be applicable to all offenses because there are some offenses that the state considers to be very serious, like murder, kidnapping, treason, as well as rape and a couple of others, which it says this this introduction of plea bargaining will not be applicable to because those are offenses that when individuals commit, the state still believes that handing custodial sentence it's important. And so that is by way of the first legislation. The second one has to do with the introduction of an alternative sentencing regime. I mean, over the years, we have heard people complain about the fact that you have individuals who are still planting, still goats, and they end up getting many years in terms of custodial sentence, where people make the case that if they had an alternate sentencing regime, like perhaps performing community service, either cleaning or collecting refuse in various parts of the country, would rather be more beneficial to the state than having such persons become a burden to the justice system by way of being in prison facilities that already are dealing with issues of congestion. And so he said that is another bill that is being discussed with various stakeholders. And the expectation is that when these two bills go through the whole process and are passed eventually, they will greatly reduce the congestion in the prisons that we are told already stands at some 30%.
Right. Now, with the plea bargaining bill, what is proposed? I mean, who will be the decision maker when it comes to a plea bargain? Will it be the prosecution? Will it be a judge?
Effectively, that will be a decision that will be taken by the Attorney General. And he explains that under 88, the Attorney General is the principal legal advisor for government and also defense government in all civil and criminal matters. And so the AG should be entrusted with the power to make that determination of whether entering into such an agreement will be in the interest of the state or not. And once the AG comes to that conclusion, then that should not be the case. He again explains that during the consultation, discussions will be had as to how to ensure that this cannot become an avenue for abuse and become a means by which the politicians or cronies of political parties, sometimes who commit crimes, who have to go through the process and be jailed, will be let go because of such an agreement. And so he believes that the discussions that will take place by way of fine-tuning the bill will address that challenges to forestall possibility of abuse.
How did the people of Jamestown respond to the announcement of these two proposed bills?
In fact, the handlers of the prison facility are quite excited about it. And the point they make is that congestion is of a major concern. And they say that in terms of the Justice for All program that has been rolled out since 2007, it has drastically reduced the intake in various prisons, including the Jamestown prison, so as well as the Senior Correctional Center. And so they are hopeful that once this is done eventually, that could minimize the pressure on such prison facilities.
So this was all because the Attorney General visited Jamestown prison. Do we know the reason for this visit?
And so it forms part of efforts that he says are geared at improving the justice delivery system in the country generally. And so since taking office, he's been paying a number of visits to various facilities. And he says the AG is not simply an officer who is interested in ensuring that those who have committed crimes are punished, because he believes that these facilities are supposed to be centers of reformation, because some of the individuals who go there don't spend their entire lives there. They are supposed to return to society to be better individuals. And so the aim must be to reduce the numbers there to ensure that the facility is able to perform the reform activities that is expected of them, so that those people there are equipped with skills that such that when they come out of the prisons, they can perform better in the society. And so this is what is informing is visit to such facilities.
Joseph Akable, thank you for being there for us. We appreciate it.